Welcome to Shaun Vlog, and in today's video we're going to talk about all of the places that we've eaten at Universal Studios Orlando Resort and tell you what our favourites are there. If you like this kind of video, we've got a whole series of them in a playlist, so go and check that out and give the video a thumbs up because it really helps us out as well. And don't forget to let us know at the end any places at Universal that you think we should try that we haven't already. Tell us what your favourites are as well. But let's get started. So we'll start with Universal Studios Park. And where have we eaten there, Caroline?
Finnegan's. Is that the right one? Finnegan's. We've eaten at Finnegan's.
Finnegan's, yeah. So we've not sat in the restaurant part of Finnegan's, but we've had food around the bar. And it's pretty good food in there. I actually quite like Finnegan's. Typical Irish food, like chicken tenders, is that Irish? That's American food.
Colcannon and stuff like that.
Colcannon, you can't go wrong with chicken tenders though. Bloomin' onions, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Bloomin' onions not really Irish either though.
No. Sausage and mash, that's what you get from Ireland.
Bangers and mash.
And it's really good to pop in there for a drink as well. Loads of good drinks, all your British and Irish beers and all the older fashioned ones as well that you don't really get anywhere. Bass and things like that you don't really get in many places. So yeah, Finnegan's is a good solid choice of a place to go in Universal Studios. Moving around, we've also done Mel's Drive-In as well, or Mel's Dine-In at Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah.
Mel's.
Typical like fast food, burgers, chips, chicken burgers, that kind of stuff.
I've done it various times.
Yeah. You can't really go wrong, it's just good standard diner food really.
Just basic.
Yeah. Nothing special, but you know what you're going to get when you go in there.
Fries.
Fries for Caroline. Burger for sure. That's Mel's Drive-In. And then we've also eaten in Simpsons Land. There's lots of little places in Simpsons Land, but in the main sort of Quickie Mart area, they're all together. So I had this amazing honey chicken waffle, which was just much better than what I thought it was going to be, much better than what I expected, and it came with little tater tots, potato barrels as well. You didn't have anything? No.
I just had a beer.
Just a beer from Duff Brewery, which is right there as well.
I think it was yourself and Jane and Tom had something, didn't you?
We did. But that honey chicken waffle, fried chicken, great. Like I'd get that again, no problem at all. We've only eaten at one other place in Universal Studios. We went for breakfast with Holly and Stu and your dad and Karen.
Oh, the Leaky Cauldron.
The Leaky Cauldron.
I couldn't think. See, I wasn't just made. Dad couldn't think either.
I knew where it was, but I couldn't think.
Yes, the Leaky Cauldron.
The Leaky Cauldron. So in the Wisdom World of Harry Potter in Diagon Alley, that's where the Leaky Cauldron is. It is bog standard British food. And we went there for we had breakfast in there. So it's American red potatoes. You never ever get them in the UK. So I don't know why they're on that plate. It should just be like hash browns, British hash browns, not American hash browns. Things they got to make it proper British. But yeah, it's a good standard breakfast. They need a decent sausage in there as well, actually.
That was what I was just about to say. It's not English sausage.
No, it's I mean the sausage is fine, but it's not the kind of sausage you would get over here. At least certainly not the sausage that I like anyway. No.
It's not a proper banger.
No. But the setting in this restaurant is fantastic because you're in the Leaky Cauldron. It's a good size. The cauldron is there. There's lots of good theming and noises going on to make you think that you're in the real place. So yeah.
However, they do have real HP sauce.
Yes, they do.
And Heinz tomato ketchup. It's not in the fridge.
No, they need
it should be brought to you from the fridge.
It should come out chilled, but anyway. So that's the Leaky Cauldron, and while we're talking about the Wisdom World, let's move over to Islands of Adventure, and we've eaten in the 3 Broomsticks as well.
We have.
And we've had breakfast. We've had breakfast and a lunch in the 3 Broomsticks.
Have we had breakfast there?
Yeah.
I don't remember breakfast.
Yeah, we've been twice. We had breakfast the first time and lunch the second time. The food is the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same in Leaky Cauldron and the 3 Broomsticks. You also get your butterbeer in the 3 Broomsticks as well.
Oh, did we eat with Jane and Tom in the 3 Broomsticks?
I think so.
And I had a croissant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for lunch, like the fish and chips in there is pretty decent. You can get a chicken, like what's it? Spit roast.
Can you get a spit roast? Can you? Spit roast chicken?
Yeah, you can get spit roasted in.
I had fish and chips.
Yeah.
I had battered fish and chips.
The fish and chips are really good. So is
Do
the
you
spit
mean
roast.
you had roasted chicken?
Roasted chicken, that's it.
Or was it buttered milk chicken?
No, it was roasted chicken with potatoes and stuff.
It was like an English roast dinner.
Yeah, essentially, and lots of other food in there. Really. Sorry, that's the 3 broomsticks. Do I think it's worth the money in there? No, but it's more worth the money than the Rose and Crown is over at Epcot because it's cheaper and it's more, and the portions are a little bit bigger as well.
I've never had breakfast at the Rose and Crown.
No, not breakfast, but lunch.
Alright, yeah.
For the same idea of kind of food.
I think the type of food at Rose and Crown, in my personal experiences, the all the times I've been, is better than those ones. But they're 2 entirely different places. One's Universal, one's Disney.
Yeah, but they're both meant to be British pubs and restaurants. So the 3 broomsticks, I would go there again, but I don't think it's got particular value for money in there. That's the 3 broomsticks. Next up is Thunder Falls in the Jurassic Park area of Islands of Adventure, and I had like something that was far too healthy for me, a chicken like salad wrap, which was pretty bland, to be honest. It didn't taste very good. I only ate half of it and gave the other half away. I wish I'd just gotten French fries or chicken or something like that, because that looked so much better. You had a little salad.
I had a
taco bowl
a veggie taco bowl, which
Yeah.
was huge, but it was fine. And I shared some of that with Josh.
Yeah.
Give it away.
I wish I'd got what Josh and Jason had, because they had like a platter with like corn on the cob and chicken and potatoes and things like that.
And
That was good.
Nathan's fries looked good.
They did.
His seasoned fries.
But his brookie looked better. Yeah.
But he said it was good.
But what I had wasn't very good. I would not go back here. Actually, I would not choose to go back here. I'd choose somewhere else in Islands of Adventure that I haven't been to, like Green Eggs and Ham or something like that. Or the place in Wimpy in the Popeye area. I'd want to try there as well for a nice burger.
Is it meant to be like our Wimpy's?
No. So that was Thunder Falls, somewhere I personally would avoid. We didn't really enjoy it there too much. And that's it for Islands of Adventure. We have picked up a couple of bits from the bakery in the port of entry and the Starbucks area there, but yeah, we normally don't really eat in Islands of Adventure. We normally eat elsewhere.
And we've had one pretzel, jalapeno pretzel, which was lovely as well.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a jalapeno pretzel. So that's the 2 parks, and then we've got CityWalk. And CityWalk for me is where there are some really good places to eat. Toothsome is not somewhere that we have eaten in, and I don't really want to now with all of the health concerns that keep cropping up in that restaurant. But the food options and the milkshakes and things do look really good in there.
It was somewhere you wanted to go, but then you were quite put off by it.
Yeah. But we have eaten in Margaritaville, and Margaritaville, I'd go back time and time again. We've eaten in there a couple of times. We've also been in the Lone Palm bar, and had a few beverages there. You can't go wrong with those beverages.
I've just remembered I ate in Margaritaville with Mum and Dad one year.
Yeah.
Without you, and then I ate with you.
You can't go wrong with eating in Margaritaville. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. Have a drink. So, and the volcano in there is great when that goes off. I cannot remember what I had the first time I went. I do remember at the table next to us having the volcano nachos though that were like that. They were just piled, and by the time they finished, didn't look like they'd started.
I think we had a very similar issue when we were there.
I remember one thing, conch. I tried conch there for the first time.
Conch. I actually like conch.
Yeah, conch was pretty. I mean,
Conch
you can't really taste the conch because it's all battered and in with spices and veggies and stuff, and then deep fried. But it wasn't bad at all.
Conch is not as bad as what you think it is when you hear what it
For a
actually
snail.
is.
For a sea snail that comes out of that giant shell that you hold in your ear, and then you have to like bash it with a hammer to make it
Which is
sound.
what your ears probably sound like
Yeah.
right out now.
So that's so Margaritaville. Second time I went, what did I have? So in the main Margaritaville restaurant, last time we went, I had the jambalaya, and if jambalaya is on the menu somewhere, I tend to order it because I just love a good jambalaya. And it didn't let me down. It was really, really good. It was a normal sized portion as well. Unlike Holly and Stew's nachos, they got a version of the volcano nachos, not as big as that very first time we saw them, but still a pretty big portion. And your dad had prawn pasta. And we were there with lots of other people as well, so there was vegan options and also.
Yeah, we were kind of sharing stuff. Myself, Peter and Sarah had a few things to share.
We just love, like, the food in there is great, the margaritas and the drinks in there, and the atmosphere, the music. It's fantastic, really.
I think the theming is brilliant as well.
Yeah, Margaritaville, definitely one of our favourites. I'd say actually our 3 favourite places in Universal Resort are at CityWalk, so that's the first one. Second one is Antojitos, which is the Mexican restaurant. It's the big pink multicoloured building, and the theme in there just looks fantastic. The cocktails are awesome again. We went there for your birthday.
Yeah, we did. The theme was great, the music, the mariachi band was great.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was lovely.
Tableside guacamole, can't go wrong with that.
We love guacamole being made by Tableside because we've been to Mexico and know how it's done. The food was reasonable. It's not the best out of the 2 Mexicans I've been to.
No, but it's still good.
But it's still good. I would advise anyone to try it.
Yeah.
At least once you've got to try it.
And like proper tacos and guacamole and just good food in there, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoroughly. Antojitos, definitely recommend that.
That was my birthday meal. So.
It was. And before we get to what's probably my favourite, it might be your favourite as well, you tell me, but probably my favourite, honorary mention of Voodoo Doughnuts. We've had donut breakfasts, donut lunches from there a couple of times, and just go and get a donut. I mean, they're like a fancy version of a Greg's donut, let's be honest, but who doesn't love a donut? And it's good.
Don't be a donut like Shaun and drop your donut.
No, never drop your donut. It just slid off the stick. Can't believe that happened.
And then you dropped them in mine.
Yep. And then we had to go back and I got other donuts. So
sometimes I think he does these things on purpose.
No, I didn't. I did not want to not eat my donut that I was really looking forward to.
But then you got more?
Yeah. Well, I didn't that time.
No,
it was another day.
Yeah.
So I ended up not having a donut. So yeah, Voodoo Doughnut, go there. But my favourite restaurant in all of the Universal Resort.
Before you get your favourite, you forgot one again.
Have I?
Yeah.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah, I'm going to give me a shrimping bowl.
Bubba Gump.
Run, Forrest, run.
That's my second favourite. Is that your favourite?
I've never had a bad meal in Bubba Gump ever. Never ever. No matter where I go, I've never had a bad meal.
Can you guess what I had? Can you remember what I had in there? Jambalaya. And I shared that with King Dave. It was delicious. I had I was driving that day when we went to Bubba Gump, so I had like a fruity frozen slushy thing, which was very sugary. You had a kid's fish and chips.
I did have a kid's fish and chips.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I've had the other times when I've been, but I've enjoyed it, whatever I've had.
Oh, we used the Landry's card as well, so we got jumped the queue, not that there was a queue, it was empty, and we were using some credit and stuff for birthday credits that we had on that, so Landry's card is recommended if you don't have one. Yeah,
the server in there was amazing. She was from the UK actually, she was really good and really helpful.
Yeah.
I had margarita.
And then weirdly, she found us on YouTube, that server, and went, oh, I was just watching random vlogs, and then I noticed that I was in one.
Yeah, she's called Emma. She's got Instagram as well.
Yeah. So Bubba Gump, you can't go wrong with Bubba Gump. I've had Bubba Gump in different places as well. Only been the ones at Universal, but we've been to Bubba Gump elsewhere, like in Mexico and other places, and never had anything bad from there.
No, never had a bad meal in Bubba Gump.
Just go with your Forrest Gump knowledge.
To be quite honest, I think some of the starters are some of the best stuff they've got, like the onions, the fried onions and things like that with the dips.
Lots of good food.
Yeah.
We'd love a good pickled gherkin that's been deep fried and then for a dip. Oh yes.
Yes, with spicy sauce.
So Bubba Gump, is that your favourite then? A Universal?
I think it's probably equal balance between there and probably Margaritaville.
Mine is Cowfish. You only had fries and edamame.
I had truffle fries and spicy edamame there.
Biggest portion of fries I've ever seen, but you had them.
Yeah, I'm not really a burger because I don't eat meat. I'm not really a big burger lover, and back then don't think that year they had the Impossible Burger out, did they?
No.
No. So it would have been a bean burger, and I'm not really. I think I've sickened myself with bean burgers.
Yeah. I had. I think it was called the Double Duo. Basically, it was a burger with just like rib meat on it, I want to say, and garlic, and the bun had pieces of garlic in the bun, and it's the best bun I've ever had. Just one of the best burgers I've ever had, and I've eaten a lot of burgers in my time. So good. I really want to go back to Cowfish and have another burger.
What I did eat there though was really nice.
Yeah.
For the fries and the edamame. I mean, I love edamame, and you can't. Well, I say you can't go wrong with fries. You kind of, they're not crispy enough, but. And
considering it's on CityWalk, it's really good value.
Yeah.
I think this place as well. They do sushi and burgers, hence the Cowfish. But there's also a cowfish in there in an aquarium, and it's on multiple floors and things as well. So. And there's a bar upstairs around the back.
Which we've used before as well.
So Cowfish is my hands down favourite by a mile.
The only thing I would say about Cowfish is on a night time.
You can get a bit
windy and cold.
We were sat outside.
It was freezing.
Yeah, even Jen and Tom's food looked good, and they enjoyed it.
Yeah, they enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. So that's all of the eateries that we've eaten at Universal Studios Orlando Resort. So if there's any that you think we should try, there are a couple of newer ones that we want to try, let us know in the comments down below. If you think this video would be good for your friends to watch, share it with them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Enjoy all the food that you're eating at Universal. Keep making those memories.
Catch you later.